At Princeton University in the 1950s, there were some very interesting experiments being done to try to maximize the amount of hallucinations someone could have. But in these studies, unlike a lot of other studies done at this time, they did not use LSD. In these studies, they wanted to use isolation to cause hallucination. You know, just fun Cold War stuff. These experiments were led by Dr. Jack Vernon. At first, he was having a little bit of problems getting people to hallucinate the way he wanted them to. The imagery was just too simple for him, so he ramped it up. Subjects stayed in cubicles for 4 days. The room was pitch black. They had relief bottles and a chemical toilet. And they kept kind of adding things to this study to force these participants to hallucinate. Subjects were forbidden from exploring the room and singing or talking to themselves. This still did not produce the hallucinations they were looking for, but they finally figured it out. They put some light in the room and then had participants wear masks. Basically a mask made out of moleskin and a ping pong ball cut in half put over the eyes. Then a pinprick was put in each of them so that a very, very small amount of light could come in. And then another mask was placed over that, and that one diffused a layer of blue-green light. The only thing the person was seeing was blue-green light, and that produced hallucinations in over 50% of the participants. And today, what is blue light used in? They also found out during the study that isolation impairs motor skills, like holding a stylus, but enhanced memorization of lists of words. Some of the subjects felt extreme stress, while others were quite good at being isolated. Now, these hallucinations that some of the participants were having included bright lights or geometric patterns flashing in front of their eyes, faces of strangers appearing in the dark, imaginary items moving and floating around them. Some participants had auditory hallucinations, hearing voices, music, and footsteps, while others faced unusual deficits in their sense of taste. One of the subjects couldn't tell the difference between beef bouillon and tomato soup. Of course, many subjects completely lost track of any sense of time. Some of the subjects began feeling like their limbs were floating away or changing sizes. Some described the sense of melting into the bed or losing the boundaries of their body. A few even reported feeling like they were separating from their physical form. Now, these participants were paid for this study, but I'm guessing they did not realize what was actually going to happen. And of course, Dr. Vernon did change the conditions. Dr. Vernon summarized his findings in his 1963 book, Inside the Black Room: Studies of Sensory Deprivation. This research expanded from Princeton to other universities as well. Of course, these studies were a precursor and led right into Project MKUltra. And wouldn't you know it, when I was looking into information about this topic, Princeton still has studies that you can join. Have you ever joined a university study, and what was it about and what was it like?